But then
can't really
the
fight
only
with him.
stun they really have is telekinesis, so I don't know how they really hold someone in place to allow Lycan to chase them. I guess the Lycan is super fast, maybe doesn't need anyone to hold anyone down.
He's gonna only attack the towers.
Oh dear.
Oh, great.
Oh boy.
That's an off-lane Pango. We don't like that
Oh,
anyway.
and that's a Shadow Fiend. Well,
GG.
yeah.
Is there anything positive?
That is 6 cents that you can win right now.
Get that get the 6 cents before it's 1 cent.
No, this is worries here for Pavaga. They may not have let the lone druid through for Alliance, but they've let through a lot of bad things for themselves.
And this is a situation.
It's a note from me. The Shadow Fiend and the Lycan. I want to see it work. I want to see it work. I want to see Pavaga do well here this game because I think they had some really good games earlier.
They did actually.
But I'm excited to see the Alchemist. I think the Alchemist is going to look pretty good for Alliance, and Alliance should definitely win this game too.
Definitely win.
Definitely
well,
win.
Sheever, you're going to be the devil's advocate.
Am I?
Yes. Tell me how they don't win.
It's the
Besides
same.
a disconnect, like they pick the keyboard up.
Right.
And
if Alliance is completely off the charts, if Alliance is completely somewhere else and doesn't do anything, then perhaps Pavaga can do really well in the lanes, run over Alliance and storm through and push real fast. They have got a lot of push power with that Lycan. If they can absolutely crush Alliance on the lanes, and they do need to absolutely crush it.
What does that look? What does absolutely crush mean?
They need to have 2 tier 1 towers and a 6k gold lead at 17.5 minutes.
Okay, well, I like it. Now I at least can look and see if they have any chance, or if it's just like Owen said the last time. It's just GG. Forget it.
It is just GG.
It's just a wrap. That's all.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for Pavaga. They did well to get this far. I said they have impressed me. So good job, Pavaga.
I do want to hear what our casters have to say about it and see what kind of predictions they have. So let's talk to Kyle. Let's talk to Breaky and see where they think this is going to go.
All right, welcome back, guys. Again, this is a lower bracket matchup here of Alliance versus Pavaga, game number 2. And Owen, once again, very confident in Alliance. I do think it's for good reason. I think Pavaga has hope here. Let's not just call it GG just yet here. Would you agree? I mean, Lycan, this is something unique coming out from them.
Yeah, it's unique, but is that good? I don't know.
It's fair.
It's a new flavor. I think it's cool that we're seeing 2 different things that have been considered possibles in the meta. The Lycan for Pavaga, the Alchemist for Alliance.
Yeah.
And I was just texting Fogged, and I said, I'm pretty sure anything that can go Midas Radiance is good. And he said, yup. So Alk doesn't even need the Midas.
I was going to say.
Because he's got it built in.
Yeah.
But he buys Radiance. And these items are just... like a lot of the patches, okay, what are the best items for farming? Like there's been patches where it was like Mask of Madness. There's been patches where it was Sanch and Yasha. Patches where it's Battle Fury. This game's Midas Radiance. And that's what you want. And Lycan's cool and all, but the puck's just like this one-to-one counter the Sven as well. You just run away from him. And where's your catch? Like the panel was saying.
Get a basher on Pango.
Oh.
Swashbuckle in, hope for some bash procs.
But if you're coiled, you can't swashbuckle.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not going to be an easy game for Pavaga. There's reasons why they were so confident with the Lions here, but we'll see what they have up their sleeve, perhaps. And you're also shaking your head at the Shadow Fiend last pick. Didn't seem like a huge fan.
I just think they get run over.
Undying?
Yeah.
It's getting run over right now. That's an Inkswell coming out, and we'll get stunned up. You see Luna also blocking in the best that he can, and he has a decay coming up in 1 second. He gets it off, so he has 12 stacks. He is tanky. Obviously not much life at the time being. He does have a salve that he can maybe pop. Stormhammer connects, though. They want to give it to Luna. They're being greedy.
Careful.
Okay, yeah. That was close. They were being a little greedy right there, trying to give it to Luna, and she ends up getting it in the end, but would have been something.
This is a tough dual lane, though. Luna Sven versus Lycan Undying. The Undying is very powerful here. Wolves, level 1. Is that the new thing? I haven't seen Lycan
I was going to say, I haven't seen Lycan, so. When we last saw Lycan, it was the thing, right? You go this, a Necronomicon, Helm of the Dominator, whatever. You just go this mass minion push. So, I know he got those HAL changes slightly as far as what it does now with the attack speed there and stuff. So I don't know if that may be an incentive to get it, or I assume we'll probably see the Wolves Feral Impulse, though.
Oh, nice. Cancels the salvo, and Boxy's out of regen now. This is very dangerous.
Yeah, Grimstroke is staying at the bottom lane for the time being. So it is a solo Puck up here. I suppose we probably expect that, right? Because Puck probably wants to be solo.
It does mean, like, it's just tough. It's really tough. I've talked about this a lot, but whenever you're in a 2-on-1 scenario, in a 3v2 in the other lane, I feel like the 2v1 side's got a bit of an advantage because it's easier to gain an advantage, and there you go. Courier actually does. That's so smart by the Rubik, because not only does he cancel the salve, but now he kills the Courier, and he's going to go suicide himself. And theoretically, this is exactly what I'm talking about. He could just TP bottom now. And all of a sudden you're in a 3-on-3. Yep, there it is. It's like you give a huge advantage to your solo, and now you equalize the tri-lane. And all of a sudden, even if mid and the tri-lanes are even, you're dominating a solo lane. That's crazy important.
Well, and the choice for Alliance to even man up into this tri-lane, as Sven's taking some good damage here, Undying's arguably one of the best heroes in a tri-lane, right, with that decay spam. So that's also another thing that is throwing me off a little bit if you're Alliance to make this call, that it was a good decision. And you see the CS right now, it's overall favoring the Radiant side currently, at least.
Yeah.
Across the board.
That mid matchup is going to be SF favorite, and there you go, Treasure Cat taking out Boxy. I think Boxy, it would have been in his best interest to actually like suicide himself. Instead, he'll die, but I'd argue it's better that than to maintain the level of CS he has currently. You go for the Rubik. Ooh, nice Soul Rib.
Yeah, Big him. He'll be fine for now with the Soul Rib at level 2. Undying doing that. Warcry pop, though. They would need one more auto attack, I believe. And, well, I guess Lucent Beam is also that.
Misplay there by Lull, because he's the only person in this trial that could die. Like, as in, the other heroes are unkillable. So please position a bit better.
Okay.
And he doesn't have TP either. He died too fast. He'll have to wait a few seconds before he can rejoin his lane.
Yeah, he's going to chill in base for the time being. But eventually, we'll get that TP off. And the upgraded Courier also going to be coming out soon, but Alliance still waiting on the resurrection with that Courier. So, in fact, speaking of that mid matchup, Alchemist, of course, picking up a bit. I believe he's in the jungle right there, though.
No, he actually just stacked.
Did he just stack?
He did a double stack, yeah. But, I mean...
Boxy, jeez.
Under the circumstances, I'd say he's doing fantastic. I don't think that Alk is supposed to do this well against SF. Even though, he's losing, it's still quite nice.
Now we're going to see this kill on the Puck from earlier as live action. It's like deja vu, Puck. At the bottom right of your screen, that was another kill that just actually happened live. Okay, yeah, Boxy, he is struggling. You pointed this out. They gave Pango the great start with the 2v1. The TP happened, and Pango's taking full advantage right now.
Went a weird skill build, too. Looks like it's 2-0-2. Extra points in that the silence, the Heart Piercer, just to ensure he can kill that
for the Pango. So, yeah, the lucky shot there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they changed it.
Yeah, changed the name, yeah.
Why would they...
Come on, keep up, Kyle.
It's hard to keep track of certain abilities than Prince.
Oh, I know.
The artist formerly known as Prince, I mean.
R.I.P. J4. He's just going to continue spamming that decay, of course, as you'd expect. Like him, his CS isn't too impressive. It's not the easiest lane to get CS for him. It's just a matter of, staying alive and getting kills themselves. We have a stack off to the side. We're going to take full advantage of. But, yeah, you talked about this middle matchup. Pikachu, he is winning it. I mean, he's 27-18 right now. Yep. Compared to the 18 into Alchemist.
And this, I love this. The Rubik SF combo. So easy to get the triple nuke off.
1,
2.
2. Trace? Trace? Yeah, I mean, Koikva knows, so he's like, if he goes any bit further, that's why he was dancing like that.
That was one of my favorite openers when I was still playing. Rubik SF first 2. It's a guaranteed kill at this level of a Shadow Fiend.
Well, Palantimos, he's guaranteed dead. Well, I assume so. J4, Soul Repeal ain't enough. The Warcry pop is going to be taken off, and J4, again, he's tanked up like a 24 decay charges, so you're not touching him, but Lycan, supposedly supposed to be unkillable. Gets taken out right there, though. It's, again, he was pretty far up.
Yeah, I blame him, though, because the Rubik rotated mid. You land a kill on the Alchemist. Could you please? Like, it is, it's another thing that happened a lot with players. Like, it's the most triggering thing to my brother, Zach, who's just like, all right, I'm leaving. I'm going to do things. Don't die during the 30 seconds I'm gone.
Wagging that finger. Don't you die on me.
Yeah. I would die.
That's what happened right there with Lycan. So he'll have to come back, and again, not having the friendliest of times right now himself with CS. But Alchemist, though, similar to a Shadow Fiend for the matter. This is a hero that, even though it's maybe not the greatest start for him, he can recover, right? In the jungle, heads there eventually. Level 3 asset spray that he currently has. In fact, could help. They tried to set up a... Oh, they did. What am I saying? They killed Shadow Fiend. So I'm making a point right there. And go figure. They take out Pikachu. Mickey, bottom lane. Trying to take full advantage. That's a big rip heal.
Can we please, folks, when your team kills the enemy mid, Just chill. Because your team is showing. The moment you show middle that both your supports are MIA, guess what this tri-lane's gonna do? Gonna try and kill you.
Yeah.
How do you? That means he got lifted. How do you get lifted in this scenario? Come on, dog.
Well, they're trying to get the turn kill now on a J4, and again, he may have half-life on your screen, but well, okay. That's enough damage. I was gonna say he's a bit tankier than it seems, but not tanky enough clearly. Double damage on Grimstroke. Suppose helps right there.
And now just taking stacks in the jungle. I want to see one of the supports from Alliance rotate mid. It should be Insania. You just spam that Inkswell. Or not the Inkswell, the brush, the Q.
Stroke of Fate.
You got a stroke.
Believe they call it. Yes, you do. Healthy, you could say. Mid lane, Shadow Fiends, 43 and 25. So, again, great start. What are we going to see out as far as this build? Is this going to be the Yules style build, you think, or more the strike click? Yasha, Manta?
Not sure.
Yeah.
I'm really not sure. I think you need whatever you can do to ensure you're able to maintain tempo and battle Alliance hard when the Radiance timing comes out.
I think Magic, personally. I think that because you have a Lycan, you have a Pango even. He's going to be dishing out a fair amount of physical damage already in J4 bottom lane. He's probably dead. Gets his tombstone off at least, but that's just going to be killed quickly. So essentially a bounty for Mickey that he'll gladly accept. So a bit of a misplay, you could argue, from Undying. And now Valentimos trying to run, but Stormhammer prevents that much further. And Lol's just sitting there doing what he can with the auto attacks, but it's not scary enough. Phantom's Embrace comes out, easy kill. Lol, because he was trying to help.
Oh no, Daddy's coming.
Yeah, you run. You run from the Shadow Fiend. That's the one target you do not want to fight into right now. And they do spread, so. And now that's wasted time for Shadow Fiend.
Oh, it's huge. Now just gets free lane in the meantime. But yeah, to your point, I feel like Magic is better just because it's also cheaper as far as itemizing to deal more damage. And up top, you see Boxy manning up on Cheshire Cat.
Okay, so he gets the skill here. Or well, actually, I don't even know what happened, honestly. I was watching the bottom action. Oh, nice. Phase shift there. Got him. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, you just need a BKB by like 20, 25 minutes. So I'm just not sure, really.
Okay.
Could be Shadowblade Yules. I like Blink in games like this, but you just don't have enough stuns. It's a problem.
You know what he could go is, well, that was an illusion. The level 15 talent, I think it is, where the minus armor affecting towers. You have a Lycan on your team. Maybe they could go for that really heavy push against this Alchemist lineup
true,
also.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So we'll see what he ultimately chooses. Helm of the Dominator is the item choice for Lycan, speaking of him.
Yep, the standard build. HOD, Necrobook, most likely going to be the route.
Yeah. So to that point, maybe we'll see the Guardian Greaves build. Oh, no, never mind. He went Power Treads.
So, yeah, I wouldn't know. Would I mind that? I'm not sure. The problem is I don't think you ever out-team fight Alliance. You kind of need to just focus on like playing with pace and killing structures faster. But again, this is the reason the Sheev and Owen power couple was pretty united that Alliance wins, because this draft just looks, they farm faster, they have better late game, the Alk is the biggest threat, and how do you team fight them?
Yeah.
And Pavaga, where are your stuns? Where are the stuns,
Where are the stuns, bro? Yeah, they're lacking that quite a bit. And Alchemist, he's working on that Radiance. 1,900 gold saved up currently. Shadow Fiend's been trying to be active here. Moving around a little bit, but not able to find much yet. Boxy's also active. He's got Drain Quell, going to use it right here. Just on an Undying, so not the craziest ever. Taiga's running in too. Again, Shadow Fiend's there. He's already hit double raise. They have to respect that. In fact, Sven, he did not respect it enough. He gets taken out. Pango rotation. They were diving deep just for an Undying.
But there's 4 heroes there now. And oh, look, you're chasing, but what's the play? It's just Rubik Lift. There's no way to actually stop this puck.
He's going to pick up the double damage rune, and yeah, he feels pretty free, it seems like, as he should. Outside of some Lucky Shock procs from Cheshire Cat. And you mentioned the Rubik Lift, happens to be nearby. Urn pickup on Pango.
What was the name of the Cheshire Cat?
What was the name of the Cheshire Cat? I don't know. Is that a reference to something? Are you doing this?
Wait, do you not know where Cheshire Cat comes from?
Is it a type of cat? I don't know.
The Cheshire Cat, Alice in Wonderland?
Oh, that one. Yeah. I don't know.
You knew that.
Well, I know, yeah, now that you're mentioning that, yes, that's the Cheshire Cat.
His name was Chester.
Chester the Cheshire Cat?
No, I'm making that up.
You're I mean, it kind of made sense, but it made too much sense.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Too much alliteration. I don't know how to read this game. I really don't know how I feel about it. I look at this squad and I think, oh, no stuns. I don't know how to compensate for that.
Yeah.
That's why SF's going Yules as well, and one of the reasons I think it's the right decision. You just need more interrupts.
Okay.
It's also a real easy way to stay on map, but the dive coming.
Well, they're kind of diving pretty deep for this, and guess who's here? It's Shadow Fiend. Nice silence though as soon as he comes in, so they're going to kill Rubik at least. But at what cost for them now? Sven, he's running, phase shift. Boxy, he gets out at least. He's well out of there. Taiga. Dodge it, dodge. Yeah, I don't think that was happening.
That was
Splat.
That was one of the outtakes from Indiana Jones. The boulder got him.
Actually ran him over. Retake, retake. 1 second, boss. You need 20 seconds, please.
They're actually, he actually did get hit by it a couple times. They had to get the timing right.
It wasn't
luckily,
actually a boulder,
it was
though.
made of like styrofoam and
Yes,
stuff.
I assume so, yeah. That would be, that would make sense.
Either that or there's just a bunch of dead clones of Harrison Ford
Did he do his own stunts in
hidden
that?
there. Of course.
I don't know if that, okay. Seems like the kind of guy that would.
Well, the thing is, a lot of the stunts were done by like just mannequins. Like the last scene where in the Temple of Doom.
Where he's melting.
No, in the well that yeah, but where he like the bad guy falls in the river and gets eaten by alligators.
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah. It's pretty obvious too.
Yeah.
I actually watched that for some. It was on Netflix, and I was like just going through movies, and I was like, this would be fun to have on. It's been a while. You realize how far we've come with technology.
Oh,
when you watch a movie like that. Special effects.
It's still a great movie.
But it's still a great movie, yeah. It's still a great story, great movie, fun to watch. But
it's because at the end of the day, like no matter the effects, it's all about the relationships between the characters and the dialogue. That'll hold up. A good movie has good dialogue. Doesn't matter if they look at The Thing, right? That CGI is 50 years old, but it's still worth a watch. Anyway, so 6 to 11, 4K gold. A lot of that's the Alchemists.
Yeah, the Radiant's finished. Yeah.
12.5 minutes. It's unbelievable. And I don't know. Maybe he just buys a blink and you go to do whatever we want. Boxy walks into the stun, but
guess what? They can't really stop him. Yeah.
How do you kill Boxy with only 2 stuns? They're gonna coil.
Yeah. Well, okay. Pikachu's gonna be turned. He was not expecting that. They did kill Boxy, but obviously it cost the Shadow Fiend. So
it's my fault, Boxy.
1 for 1. Yeah. The caster singing curse. It's a new one right there. Taiga. It goes down 2. It ends up being a 2 for 1. I mean, they lost their highest net worth on the Radiant side. So, yeah, I still think I like Alliance there. And space created, I guess. In fact, Palantimos, he is lucky to get away. Soulbind, nothing too, though.
I guess that makes sense, though, because every time I sing karaoke, people in earshot always tell me they feel cursed
They
now.
kind of just walk away. And
yeah. It's nice, though. Usually you get a whole big room to yourself.
I look forward to that later.
Yeah. You know who are great singers? Sumail and Yawar.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There was a one karaoke bar that we went to at the China event that I did last year that was actually really cool. It was
oh, yeah, KTVs, man. They're awesome.
Yeah. It was a really cool experience, the club atmosphere and everything, and you got your own room. And
dude, there was one we went to, I don't remember which, it was somewhere in China, but our room had like a pool table.
Yeah.
Like an elevated platform, a Rockstar mic in the middle, and room for like 50 people.
They know how to do karaoke.
Do you know how much it cost? It was a Sunday night because that's when events end, and I believe it was for the entire night renting this room, like $150.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's good.
Drinks
good
not
money
included,
spent right
of course,
there.
but
yeah,
I mean, to me, like that's wild.
It's great fun. Yeah, it's a little bit different than just going to your local bar and trying to sing karaoke.
Oh yeah,
random
my
strangers.
God. American karaoke, holy crap.
It's a bit worse off, yeah.
Oh yeah, you've never lived until you've seen a guy in a trucker hat, a belly slightly protruding
Singing
from
Taylor
his shirt.
Swift.
Yep. Oh yeah, off key, of course.
Now, what happened here, by the way? So Boxy died. I saw the Blink Dagger purchase on Alchemist. So yeah, you mentioned that idea. Let's just go. Why not if you're Alliance?
Yeah, it's just the new build.
Yeah.
Right? The Radiance Blink, and then you get tanky. But the Blink with the stun max and the talents for it just allow you to play so aggressively. And if you look at the rest of his team, it's the same concept. Koifa's on a hero that buys Radiance and acts as the centerpiece for his draft.
Well, there's a shrine here. You usually don't want to fight on a shrine, but Koikfa, they catch him initially. However, the team comes in to raise his hit, but Koikfa, he will go down. It took the death of Shadow Fiend to do so, though, as well as Undying. So, again, this is kind of 2-for-1 trade. And, I mean, yes, it's a kill on Alchemist, so a pretty big deal for the Radiant here. But he'll be back up in 30 and looking to go once again.
See, my concern with the Radiant lineup as well is, like, I love Palomatinos. I think he's got a lot of potential. But Lycan is one of those heroes that does not suit his play style.
Okay.
It's not something that can play mega aggressive. It's more of a, it's a fear hero. You know, it's for the old savvy vet that's experienced, but
So you have to be old and savvy.
yeah, it's
no,
like
I get your point,
it's a
though.
thinker's hero. It's not a playmaker's hero.
He's
he's like the Huskar player, you know?
Okay. That's fair.
Like he blew his ult there, but now they're looking to take this fight. They have no Lycan ult, so he's not even a Dota hero at the moment.
That's a double hammer right there. Double Lucent Beam. Eclipse is flying around. They're going to lose J4. Oh, he finally goes down. Took a while, actually. Mickey committed fairly deep for this, and now he actually has a Spirit Vessel burning him down, and Mickey, I believe, is going to end up dying. Cheshire Cat, Rolling Thunder, and the Swashbuckle to do that in. Koikpa, though, in the backlines, takes out Lycan, so 2 for 2 exchange so far. Pikachu heals on up. Insania comes down, and a double kill for Pikachu. One of the first fights where you actually do feel like Pavaga definitely coming out on top.
Yeah, but keep in mind, top tower.
True.
Going down to our boy Boxy the Puck. And yeah, they lose that fight, but now there's a Blink Dagger on Puck. That's a game changer. And this could be what they need to turn around these next few engagements, because that fight only goes so poorly because Mickey kind of walked into a bunch of wolves and creeps and stuff and just took too much damage to the face. And now you're going to ensure that maybe that Pango just dies immediately at the start of a fight. You kill the Rubik or the Undying, like,
yeah.
If Tombstone doesn't go down, you've got no hope as Pavaga. You want to win some sort of team engagement.
So J4 needs level 15. Tombstone on death.
Pikachu needs a BKB for this next big fight.
Yeah, he's getting there.
But I expect Alliance to look to smoke pretty soon with this fresh blink on Puck. And if you take that fight before BKB Shadow Fiend, I think we might just see a GG. Not a GG, but like that's the nail in the coffin.
Acceleration,
look, see,
big time.
This I don't know what it is, man. You put Alliance, you know, you let them stay cool, I guess. Like in these tournaments, they don't have as much pressure, and they just look like a different team. It's so smooth. The whole time, Mickey's been farming bottom, and now they're just going to have the perfect smoke timing. They're going to crush this fight.
Well, they're going to find J4 initially, so here we go. He get the Tombstone off yet. The Drinko fall. He finally gets it down, though. Good lockdown with the lift. However, the Soulbind in the back, that's Requiem from a distance, though. Get 1 kill on Puck, and down goes Alchemist. What's going on right here? Alliance, they've lost 2 already. They're going to lose 3, and Sandia gets picked off, and now Mickey, he's in no man's land. It's going to be a complete turn.
All right.
Favoring Pavaga.
I need to stop praising people before things happen. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
This is really bad. But
what did go
that's
wrong
all
there?
on Boxy. Like, he didn't get his combination off, so he blinked in and coiled, but needs to be blinking in and looking to silence coil him further. Instead, he coils, casts no spells. Rubik's like, oh, cool, I have my coil now, and now you can't cast your own Q as this Puck. And the Undying drops Tombstone. That's the end of the fight. And I neglected to realize that the Spirit Vessel, this early pickup, just renders Koifa's out not nearly as tanky as he expects.
Yeah, I saw the Urn pick up earlier, and Cheshire Cat meant to mention that because, yeah, again, Spirit Vessel, it is one of these items that for little value, you're getting a decent counter to a hero like an Alchemist, and perhaps one of the reasons we don't see him as much
and
as others.
The Wolf creep as well from Palomatinos. This is a hard-hitting draft, all right? Pango, SF, Lycan, they all do tons of physical damage. You're just gonna need more kills. Okie doke.
Sven, he's got Warcry, but they have lift, Rolling Thunder on through. Awkward right there, but easy kill in the end for Pikachu. Double damage rune still in hand. And that was even before he finishes BKB. It's actually being delivered now with the Courier. As he's going to say thank you very much. And now he has that 10-second BKB. And why would they stop? They have an Aegis now, and they're just going to keep this going. You mentioned this. When it comes to building hitting, too, yeah, they're obviously pretty decent at it, specifically with the Lycan, who is not here currently, as I said. But, man, they're also good at killing heroes, apparently. They're diving in Tier 3 for this. I don't know if it's worth that much. Soulbind comes out, and Sandy trying to keep them close, and you do see Luna nearby. But what the hell? Where's Puck, by the way? Puck's all the way near Tier 2 mid.
He's just cutting waves. That's actually why they're backing out to chase heroes, because they know they won't have a wave for a bit. And I like what Palomatinos has been doing, though. He knows he's not too valuable in these engagements. Why not just keep pushing?
Uh-oh.
With your ult up, it's very difficult for the enemy side to be able to kill you. And he does his best to grab some of these top runes, but unable to secure either thanks to this movement from Boxy.
Yeah, speaking of that movement, again, yeah, he's all over the place. Again, got the early blink, and he's taking full advantage of that. So cut the creep waves. Now at the top lane, middle lane, there is a creep wave coming in, though. Of course, already one here. And doing some damage to the Tier 2 tower, but not nearly enough to threaten a kill just yet. Insania going to be jumped. Now Pikachu gets hit by the unstable concoction. He was not ready for that. Soul Rip comes out, but the Aegis will be popped shortly after. Rolling Thunder, Cheshire Cat locked in place. What? That looks funny.
Is that how it works?
Apparently, Kyle. I honestly wasn't 100% aware either. He goes down, stuck in place. Now Pikachu possibly could be as he comes up, but he's just simply trying to run now. Lol. He gets hit by a Storm Hammer. Lucent Beam follow up, and Going to do what he can to just walk away. Inkswell on Taiga, runs after J4 in that ulti form, but he could not rip in time. He too falls. Boxy ends up catching the Rubik, and they're just going to run him down now. Phantom Zembrace comes out with a Stormhammer, buying time for a couple more auto attacks. Stork of Fate from Insania secures that kill. Instead of a concoction from Alchemist was big.
Well played from Alliance, really. They executed that time. They found the initial kills. The support's a bit behind. Not really a clean engagement from Pavaga. Squander the Aegis. They're just coming into that fight scattered when they should just be grouping up as a death ball. They've got Aegis, they've got BKB, they've got a Lycan, you know. You can force a little fight, drop a tomb, and potentially just siege high ground. Instead, they throw away their lead. And, you know, Alliance still probably the team with the better draft and better late game. You got to be a bit more cautious. That window might have just closed.
Nope. Alchemist finds himself a Pango. Going to be disarmed currently, not silenced up.
What the?
Yeah,
that's the interaction?
That looks hilarious, honestly, yeah. So I guess Dreamcoil is really good against Pango. Even better than I thought.
It's okay, I guess.
Yeah. Jesus, yeah, and the fact that he just literally just has to stand still is kind of crazy. But something else, again, Luna with this maxed out aura, I'm sure she has by now. So when they are grouped up, they are definitely benefiting from that as well.
It's also so much health. It's 480 health to the Alchemist for free. 480 health to the Sven for free.
Strength cores in general, it's very good, I agree. And so, yeah, if you're going to pick up Luna, definitely want to at least get one, if not a couple, as they have here.
I actually think Luna needs to become a first 2 hero again, just because it can be played as a 4 thanks to the aura.
True.
I actually think it's, I know Secret only did it the one time, felt like a bit of a pocket strat, but maxed out aura, which you, as a support, could theoretically get like, what, level 7, 8, 9, something like that. It's a Reaver.
Yeah,
it's an Eagle Song. It's a Mystic Staff.
That's a lot.
That's I always like to think about skills and talents.
3,000 plus gold on everyone.
Exactly, as a reflection of the gold. But you go push, that's 1,500 gold that your team just has. And yeah, obviously it won't scale as well, but you know, at least you've got
15,000 gold even.
You got a ton of magical damage though from your ult, from your beam spam. It's just a cool concept. And you know, worst case scenario, I guess you can make it carry. I get, you know, it works sometimes.
If it happens to get to that point of the game, yeah. No, it's pretty crazy. I absolutely agree there. And it seems like some teams, you know, it varies definitely from team to team. But obviously, Alliance taking advantage here. It wasn't maxed out yet, but again, he just about has it.
Dude, this gotta be careful. SF's TP'd behind. If Alliance covers towards middle, they
cut out. The Yules on Alk, I'm looking south. Anyways, I believe the Rec Boom was used on top. Now, Lycan, meanwhile, chasing Insania. Soulblind comes out, but Insania's not living there. Quake does go down as well off camera. Different fight taking place. Now, they are pushing bottom. Puck is down there doing his thing, putting some pressure on the tier 3 at least, but a couple of nice picks for Pavaga.
I'm curious as to Alliance's read on this situation because it looks like they're just all in on this split push cover waves, but they're not looking to connect at all. So Pavaga, inevitably, it feels like they'll find that opening to grab some kills because, you know, the Alliance is just playing so split with no real hope of ever turning something around because they're just not in the position to do so. And there's the power of this draft. Look at the damage on this tower.
Sven, he's going to do what he can. He's got a Stormhammer, not even going to throw that out. Yeah, but the tower is basically dead, as pointed out. It's just a massive creep wave. That's the Lycan effect. What he can do, especially with the Helm of the Dominator and Necronomicon. So easy tier 3 tower kill. Luna is chasing after. They get the Dream Coil. They catch Rubik. Only one hero, unfortunately. Will eventually kill him off, just a matter of time. So take him out, and now going to push out with objectives. Obviously, Roshan still has at least a couple of minutes before he'll eat up.
You see this item build on Mickey?
Dragonlance straight into a BK. Oh, Vlad's. Whoa. Yeah. It's almost like a support style Luna when you see an item like that. That is interesting.
Why him and not the Sven?
I mean, yeah. Usually you would go Mask of Madness on Luna, right? So if you're going to get the Morbid Mask anyways casually, I suppose there's an argument there. Might as well just spend the upgrade, what is it, 1,000 gold more?
I mean, there's also an argument that the Earth is flat. However, I wouldn't recommend that you go that route.
I tried. I mean, there's obviously logic here in that they thought of something. That probably was along those. I'm trying to get in their head, Kyle, okay?
It's okay. I appreciate your desire to stay on the good side of these teams. Try and find a way to always put a positive spin on their decision-making, but I would make the argument.
It does seem pretty odd, though.
Well, here's the thing. I guess because you have an Alchemist, you're like, oh, I don't need to be this hard carry. I just need to ensure my Alch stays alive. But still, it kind of just removes an item from the pool of Taiga because he wants to buy the Vlads. Instead, he's going to be going for the Crimson Guard, which is not bad,
It's good.
But you could just buy flats.
Yeah. Yeah, he ended up going double brace or even a soul ring on the Sven right there, as we saw too. So is what it is. Pango. They got a Eels on somebody once again. Looks like it's Grimstroke just a little bit to the right. Soulbind once again comes out, and Mickey, he's popped his BKB as that's the Shadow Fiend. But Mickey's, okay, Mickey's just surrounded all of a sudden. Oh my God, I cannot believe he lived. I thought for sure he was dead right there, but he does manage to get out. So you mentioned this, the Alliance really does seem like they do not want to take any kind of a team fight. They're just completely spreading out.
And look, they're going to get possibly caught once again. He loses the man. You got to be careful.
He already has an Octarine core, by the way. Jesus. That's a farmed Alchemist as usual. Sven is caught, though, so they're going to lose to Sven.
This was actually a distraction. If he runs up through the trees, there's a chance Koifa gets caught. Instead, he ensures that he'll be the one to tank the death.
Yeah.
And Koifa for sure. Now, it really like maintains Koifa's presence on the map, too, because he doesn't have to TP out now. He can just stay top. Maybe they turn this around now as they're finally looking to make moves, because bottom tower is all the way into the tier 3. Buyback Rubik.
Uh-oh, Pikachu's caught. Eclipse bouncing around.
Oh,
J4 soaking up a couple of them. The Eclipse stolen by Rubik. It's bouncing back onto Mickey. Says, I can do this too, baby. Down goes Luna. Here comes Quakefa, though. Splits up with the Manta Stell. They used a lot of firepower there. Of course, Pikachu not the most life. He's going to double raise, but he kind of had to as they were in his face with Puck. So he ends up getting taken out of two, but Quakefa went too far. He's currently disarmed. The Spirit Vessel, the Chemical Rage means it's almost doing nothing but the double stun with the Soulbind and the concussion, but it's not nearly enough follow-up Boxy. Trying what he can, but again, not enough damage. And does not want to overplay his hand either.
That Alchemist pick actually looks so good. And you think Grimstroke, I actually feel Alch might be one of the best cores to utilize with it, because the Soulbind not just like links it so that you'd hit a double stun on those targets, but they're effectively CC'd. They're super slowed and linked together. So Alch can just chill, channel up his stun, and it's just flawless synergy. Man, really well played by Alliance. And maybe, maybe they had the right read on this, because while that entire net worth, really, if you take the Alliance advantage and subtract it from the Alch, he's still ahead of the Shadow Fiend. So really, the team is behind. It's just that Alchemist is able to manufacture so much gold that it, it gives them this number advantage. But are they really ahead? I'm not sure.
Well, with the Alch farm, as we are getting to the point of the game where we start thinking about at least the Ags effect, and you do look across the board.
That's a good point.
Very good Ags on those three heroes. Luna, Puck, as well as even Sven, of course. So
I think Puck's your first, Luna your second, but they're both really strong.
I would say Sven second, man. That God Strength buffing up the Alchemist, if anything.
That's true.
Because the Eclipse is still useful on, it just, the fact that it goes for it could be fun, but.
But you could give.
Onto Alchemist.
The Yamato cannon.
Yeah. Hey, I love
Did you ever go
idea.
mass battleships playing pub StarCraft, like 4-on-4s?
Imagine
I was give out the power of 15 battleships.
I was a Protoss player, so more of the carrier style. My life.
I bet you cannon rushed.
Okay, in StarCraft 2, I started cannon rushing in StarCraft 2, but my early days when I had more patience, I did not. But yeah, no, there's a fun style. This is when I was playing with KBBQ actually last year in some pub games. He loved this idea, the Ags on Luna, and you have a Ricky on your team. And you throw, it's like, I forget the strategy that you called it specifically, but you jump in with Ricky with the Eclipse.
Sounds exactly like the kind of party MMR idea somebody with less than 1,000 would.
It didn't work. That's true. Boxy, by the way, he just melts. He's out for 60 seconds. Jetshark got locked in place with the Draco. Everyone else too. But Pikachu pops his Requiem. Mickey has to pop his BKB in response. Eclipse bouncing around a little bit, but Mickey, he's taking some good damage at the backlands. Quick for doing what he can, but he's disarmed once again. That's been an issue throughout this game. Manta Style purges it off, so it allows him to do something, but the Radiant team will just spread out.
The Tombstone on the high ground. You just can't fight into it. No one on Alliance can really make moves, and when Boxy dies, that AoE control of the coil just disappears. And a shrine up from Pikachu, and look at this. What a clean play. Is he going to find this kill, too?
No Requiem. Does have some raises. Mickey has his support coming over. He will dodge that one. Now, Pikachu's the one that may have to be careful to lift, though, and they get the kill. Lol, just in range. Koikva. Concoction hits Pikachu, lifted up with the Eels. And again, the disarm kicked in as well. The Concoction, is that enough? No, he needs the Radiance burn. He's running next to him. The rip, but the burn is too much despite the Glimmer Cape attempt coming out right there. Insania, he's going to help run down the Rubik. Alchemist follows that up, gets a kill on him. He's out for 80 seconds, by the way. That's a
look at this, keeping a move on. Koifa just never saying die, continuing to push forwards. He gets the extra kill in the Undying thanks for his efforts. They've got a creep wave here already. They can keep pushing. No Lycanol, no Necro Book, no buybacks on any. Well, SF's got one, I suppose, but no BKB and no souls. Thus, you don't want to use that. And
he's a hero that hates buying back. Yeah,
he's so close to the Assault Cuirass.
Is that a game changer though? I mean, it's a good item.
Definitely against Alchemist.
Okay. Yeah, the acid spray and everything. Yeah.
He's got Sheevas up now, man, and you're right. The Ag's coming out soon. This is the big timing window for Alliance, though. They're technically behind in this game. I know the numbers favor them, but it's all on the Alk. And pretty soon, he'll be out of items to buy. Luckily, he can give away those Ags, but oof, we'll see. We'll see.
Again, the disarm Pango's been an issue. However, Soulbind double stun like it in that ulti form, but he's locked in place currently with the Soulbind and everything else. They're just keeping them in place. Cheshire catch run, but the Esports goes off. They just can't move a damn inch right here. Lycan and Pango are dead. They're staying dead. It's just Shadow Fiend and Undying versus the world right now, and Alliance is taking over the base.
And props to Alliance, man. Maybe, I mean, they didn't look to make moves, but they've hit this timing where all of a sudden they look unstoppable. Although, often you're not gifted 2 heroes just walking up, getting soul-binded against pretty much stun lock. Alliance walks straight into the pit after shoving out that mid wave. If they get this Aegis, I find it hard to see Pavaga getting a foothold in this game, especially when that Ags will be ready to be given away as well.
Yeah, Soulbind, that's a good, you brought it up earlier too. The Soulbind against Lycan specifically, who loves this mobility of running around like freedom in the fights, it's an issue. So even if you don't have the follow-up stun, yeah, he's tethered to that teammate. They can't move as fast as he can. They have to coordinate. It's an issue, so.
And you have so much time to set up, like, what the hell?
Trippy.
Dude, up the upside down, Stranger Things. That's what it would look like in Dota 2. It's a weird crossover for Valentine's Day, though.
Was that a subliminal message right there?
What do you mean?
Season 3's coming?
I wish.
I think it did. No, it was announced, right? I thought it was. It is a good series.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Team Steve.
the Lycan, but yeah, so it's an issue that he can't really do much about. There's nothing that you can get, I suppose, that would help. But the Alchemist does get the Ags. So again, Puck, I think, is the absolute first choice. That's what we're talking about. Doesn't have it yet. Of course, he's not close to him. Although he's TPing up there. Is he going to give it to Luna? Oh, no, Puck's coming in. Okay, Puck is TPing up there. I want him to click on Luna. Because he actually went over. I was looking on the minimap. He went over to Luna. That would be interesting. He gave it to her
I don't know
first.
if this is the smoke.
He did. Yeah, Luna's farm just jumped up.
Yeah, it's just because it's the carry, so he utilizes the stats. Oh, hang on. Insania.
Okay, Requiem going up. Hasn't used the Eclipse just yet right here. There's a Soulbind, though, once again. The lift up onto the Pango. They're tethered together. Him and the Undying Pikachu.
Trying to kill the
quite
Tomb,
a bit, but the Eclipse in the back lines. The Tomb is still alive, you're right, but they do get the kill on Pango as well as Undying. They're both staying there for the time being. No buybacks. Insania getting low with Palantimos on top of him. But Palantimos now, he's surrounded by 5 heroes. He too falls. And no buybacks across the board for those 3.
Oof. Well, I think that might be all she wrote, folks. Mid-case, poor guy. I think he missed uphill in the tombstone like 5 times. It doesn't matter. At this point, he just pops his ult. There's like 24 beams pop out.
Yeah, it's pretty intense how rapid it happens for sure.
Like the Hex on Pikachu is nice and all, but they're having damage problems, not control issues at this point.
True.
There's just nothing you can do. Yeah, it's a good point.
So he kind of just figures, you know, you got to get one. He triple raised right there. He did get the raised talent as well. He's going to be able to use up the Stormhammer and ultimately fall back, but you see the top lane. It's still being pushed in. The Dreamcoat catches. They want to finish this job. Tyga's a little bit low. Okay, he snaps himself.
Oh, he's got BKB? Oh, he didn't.
Stormhammer. He does have BKB, you're right. Okay. He's going to pop it here. Gets a scythe. Meanwhile, the top lane, they are losing heroes. It looks like Ruby gets picked off, and Shadowfiend realizes it's a lost cause. Try to get out. Oh, that's not going to happen. Eels catches. And now with Mickey coming in, the Lucent Beam happens. Boxy credit for the kill. Shadowfiend's dead for 80 seconds. They lost their top racks on top of that. And you look at the line drawn by Insania.
Yeah, I mean, great captaincy by Insania, recognizing the window in this game and looking to push mid.
Why did you say that like that? That was so sarcastic.
I love messing with Insania, man. I've known him for too long. Yeah, it's all love, I promise.
Oh, I know.
We go back like Man, I think I met Insane when he was like 17, 16. He's like old
Yeah, he's
now,
like
just
18
like me.
No, yeah, it's a young crowd there. Him and Mickey, of course, have been buddies since the early on days.
Dude, Mickey was one of the best players in Han. He was like 14.
Yeah,
I don't know if that speaks to how good he is or how bad we
That's a good point. Well, Zai was also really good, and we know what he's done here today. So this tier 3 though, it's fallen again. Pavaga on their last foot, 25,000 net worth lead. They still have the they do not have Eclipse ready actually. It's cooldown currently for Luna, but everything else pretty much ready to go. And Radiant team says we got to try something. They jump in with a Rolling Thunder again. The tree, that's a Soulbind there actually locking them up. Pikachu gonna throw out the Requiem. Koi, he just pops a Manta style though, and he's ready to fight some more. And the good spread from Alliance. Yeah, there's the Eclipse, bounce it around. Looks like Lola, did he steal the Eclipse? He did, so he stole it for himself. He doesn't have an Axe, though, a little bit different story. And GG is officially called. Alliance takes game 2, and they're staying alive in the loser bracket. Pavaga will be knocked out, but you know, Pavaga, they got further than maybe people expected. Again, their earlier defeat of TFT, the reason why they're here in the first place, and gave a valiant effort to Alliance, but are officially knocked out, I want to say in the 7th, 8th place spot, if I'm not mistaken, so.